And here we have control. For the last time.
Yes, never again.
There's not really a whole lot that we need to do. I mean, what are we gonna do? Sell stuff?
Get more money that we don't need?
There's a weapon out there powerful enough to level Gorelia Fortress like that. I didn't think you could get much more powerful than those railway guns.
Yeah, having seen the railway guns in person, I can hardly believe it myself. There are rumors that whatever that weapon is, it's managed to fend off the armored divisions several times, too.
Still, I can't help but wonder what the Chancellor's gonna say in his national address. Whatever it is, I have a feeling that it's gonna shake up some things around here. This is a military academy, after all. Who knows? You might even see active duty. Even as an engineer, I doubt they'd make an exception for me. Could be that my lazy days tinkering with orbital bikes are numbered.
Don't say that, George.
Well, no point stressing out too much about the future till we're there. I didn't mean to be a downer about it. Go on and listen to the broadcast, but don't worry yourself too much. This country may go through a lot in the coming years, but ultimately, we have a say in our future.
That's a good way to look at it. I don't want to look away from what's happening. We have to be aware of our present to take charge of our future. But anyway, you wouldn't happen to know where Crow is, would you? He hasn't shown up to class today.
Crow? Can't say that I do. He came by yesterday with a box of things he borrowed from me, but he never mentioned having any plans today.
Dang. Anyway, I'll keep asking around to see if anyone else knows where he is.
Well, knowing Crow, he's probably just wandering around somewhere. Just keep looking around and I'm sure you'll run into him.
Will do.
Okay, that's one.
Progress.
Go see Toa. Because we're contractually obligated to.
Contractually obligated. Blah.
Bam!
No knocking today.
Christ, who's gonna die first?
Oh, Green.
I figured I could find you here.
Yep. The student council will be passing out radios for every classroom, so I'm trying to figure that out at the moment. Are you guys planning on listening to the Chancellor's statement too?
How could we not? He's supposed to be addressing the entire country after all.
Yeah. Whatever it's about, it's going to be something big. I don't think anyone could have imagined the relationship between Crossbow and Erebonia going south like this. I sure hope Angie's okay. What with all of this political turmoil right now.
Toa.
Sorry about that. I'm the student council president. I need to stay focused on what's going on right here, right now. Angie would laugh at me if she could see me getting distracted over her anyway.
That's right. We've got to focus on getting through this. Still, don't try to take on more than you can handle. I'm not the only one ready to give you a hand if you need it.
Will do. Thanks. Oh yeah, why were you looking for me in the first place?
Right. I almost forgot. Do you have any idea where Crow might have gone?
Crow? Nope. I'm afraid not. He didn't mention that he had to go anywhere when I talked to him yesterday, at least.
Was yesterday the last time you saw him?
Yeah, he was giving me back some of the stuff he borrowed from me since graduation's getting so close. That was nice of him, but then he gave me everything he borrowed from Angie, too. It's only polite to give back the stuff you borrowed in person. Now it's more work for me.
Well, that's a very Crow thing to do. Well, I'll keep asking around and find out if anyone knows where he's gone.
Sounds like a good idea. Oh, but make sure you're back in your classroom by noon, okay?
Of course.
If this is starting to raise red flags,
Yeah, right?
it's raising more for the viewer, I think, than it is for anybody involved in it.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's like, la la la, everything's fine.
Nothing out of the ordinary has happened here in the old schoolhouse ever since that night. We kind of ended up pushing it to the back of our minds, what with the way things have been going in Crossbell. Huh? It's unlocked. I wonder if someone's already inside. George is in the engineering building right now, so it can't be him. If any of the students just idly wandered in here, they'd be in real danger. I should probably take a look inside, just in case. I checked around inside of the old schoolhouse, but there didn't seem to be anyone around. But all the same, I didn't want a chance leaving anyone down there, so I decided to check the 7th floor.
I'm here.
I made it.
Let's go fight.
Milliam?
Oh, Rain! Come to take a sneak peek too?
Is this where you've been the whole time? You do know we have class, right?
Oh. Dang, I knew I was forgetting something.
Honestly. So, what's piqued your interest? It doesn't look like this thing has anything in common with Aragetlum.
I don't know. I can't shake the feeling that it might, at least a little. Not the same, but like they share some kind of underlying principle.
I've got no idea what you're talking about.
I guess you wouldn't really understand without being connected. But now it makes sense why Gramps asked me to keep an eye on this place, though. I had no idea there'd be something this cool down here.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about Chancellor Osborne? Did he know there was something like this here?
Not really sure. He just asked me to keep an eye on the building itself. And said to let him know if anything unusual happened. Whoopsie! That was supposed to be confidential.
So, the Chancellor has an interest in our quaint old schoolhouse, does he? We did just find out that Captain Claire is a Thor's graduate, but...
Hey, what you thinking about?
Say, Milliam, was investigating the old schoolhouse the reason you enrolled at the academy?
Well, sorta, but it was more of a side thing. There was a more important reason, but that kinda stopped being a concern. So I guess it's just this now.
Something more important than this? Not sure what she's getting at. Doesn't sound like she's trying to hide something important from you, though.
Oh yeah! It's almost time for Gramps' speech, isn't it? I guess I should head back and listen to him drone on.
Oh, so you already knew about that. We were all planning to listen in the classroom.
Sweet! I'll just listen with you guys then. What are we waiting for? Let's go!
Nothing keeps you down for long, does it? Oh, yeah. You haven't seen Crow around anywhere, have you?
Huh? Nope. Is he cutting class too?
Well, he's probably just hiding out somewhere on campus. None of the others have seen him, though. I wonder if he went into town.
Huh. Maybe. Wanna try looking around, Trista? I'll come with you.
Sounds like a good idea. If he's not on the school grounds, chances are he's somewhere in town. All right, let's see if we can find him.
There we are.
Time to fight.
Party of two.
Can I? No. Okay. So I can't possibly quick jump to Trista from here, can I? And no.
That's crazy.
No, I cannot. Here I can, though. Quick jump to the gate. Turn
Run
around,
into town.
run through the gate. There's a big exclamation point waiting for me.
Okay, so are we gonna track down Crow?
Might as well. I guess we should start with the dorms first. Maybe Sharon knows where he's gone.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, I'm curious. Ah,
Oh
move,
God,
child.
tiny child. We can fish here, huh?
We could, but it's probably too late to do the thing with Kenneth anyways, so...
Yeah.
Even if we could catch the 19th one, we wouldn't be able to get the 20th, which is fine. We did that first time. Who cares?
Yep.
Anyways,
I don't.
to the dorms. Could have quick jumped here, but let's run through Trista one last time.
Appreciate its
Oh,
wonderful
I wasn't
beauty.
expecting to see either of you back so early. Welcome home.
Hello again, Sharon?
We're back!
Oh, it seems all of your classes have been cancelled today. I heard from Lady Sarah that you would be remaining on the campus, though.
Well, that was the plan. Say, Crow hasn't been back here, has he?
Master Crow? Well, actually, he just returned a short while ago.
Oh, he did?
Indeed. However, I don't believe he stayed long. It seems he was here just long enough to go to his room, then he left again.
Sounds like we just missed him. Maybe he forgot something here and came back to pick it up?
I don't know. Should we check his room just in case?
Yeah, might as well while we're here.
Well, if you need anything, just let me know.
Something about that delivery bothered me, and I was thinking about it, and I realized that's S's voice, too.
Wait, who?
Sharon. Which makes it all the more strange that she's not going to be voiced in 2. Because Sharon's in 2.
Wait.
So if Sharon is Scarlett's voice, then why isn't Scarlett voiced in 2?
Oh.
Looks like he did go out then. Still, don't
Weird.
you think his room's awfully tidy? I mean, for Crow.
Well, he was supposed to be moving out of here fairly soon. He must have been doing some cleaning. Anyway, it's almost noon. I guess we just have to head back to the classroom empty-handed for now.
Yep, it's almost time for Gramps' speech. Still, I wonder where Crow went.
Yeah. There's nowhere else around here I haven't checked, is there?
That should have been echoey. And that delivery a little bit ago when he was not speaking to himself, when he
Yeah.
was narrating, should not have been echoey.
It's so confusing.
Come on.
They don't even stick to their own rules.
Oh, it's you.
What do you want, Patrick?
Patrick, what are you doing here? I thought you would have gone back home.
Well, we don't have any classes today, so I was just resting in my room. Sure, I've been told to return home, repeatedly at this point. But as a member of the 4 Grey Houses, what dignity would I have were I to turn tail and run home at a time like this? Don't underestimate me, Schwarzer.
Oh, wow.
Wouldn't dream of it. Is Class 1 planning on listening to the National Address too?
We are. Personally, I can't stand the man, but we are in the middle of a national crisis. Those of us who elected to remain at the Academy are having a radio set up to hear the broadcast together.
Right.
You've got some strange classmates, though. Especially that second year. I know Heimdall's not all that far from Trista, but I'm not sure why he'd bother going to hear the speech in person.
What are you talking about?
That Crow fellow. I met him outside the station this morning.
Huh, really?
Oh, he didn't tell you? When I inquired, he said he wanted to hear the Chancellor's speech in person.
Huh. I wouldn't have expected him to suddenly take an interest in politics. Well, at least we know where he went now.
I haven't a clue what you're babbling on about. Anyway, it's almost noon now. Shouldn't you be running along? You'll miss the broadcast.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Let's get going, Milliam. Everyone else is waiting in the classroom.
Okay.
Yep, lots of red flags.
No. We're committed.
We are committed. Scary music.
The clock's about to strike noon in Heimdall, with the Chancellor set to take the stage for his national address. With the situation in Crossbell and the destruction of Gorelia Fortress still fresh in the national consciousness, the message he has today will undoubtedly shape the future of Erebonia and with it, our lives. A reporter is joining us now live from Dreikel's Plaza.
Sounds like he's about to start.
Oh, Elliot.
Oh, I hate this. I've got butterflies in my stomach.
This is Misty, coming to you live from Heimdall.
Huh?
Uh-oh, look at Emma.
It's the host from Aventine.
At least that's a reassuring voice to hear at a time like this.
How? Emma? What's wrong?
The woman talking on the radio, she's... You all know her?
Who, Misty? Of course. She hosts the radio show Abendtime every Sunday night at 9.
I've seen her out and about in Trista, too. She always looks so fashionable. Though, considering Abendtime is broadcast by Radio Trista, it makes sense that's where she'd be.
Huh?
Do you know her or something?
The Chancellor's standing at the podium, and it looks like he's about ready to begin. Let's hear what he has to say.
Citizens of Heimdall, fellow countrymen, Erebonians far and wide, I thank you for your attention. I am Gileath Osborne, your Chancellor and the acting representative of the Imperial Government.
We'll worry about that later.
Yeah.
Now, by now, everybody knows at least something's going wrong. They probably don't have the full scope of what yet, but...
No.
Like, wait a minute. What is she talking about? What's happening?
Yeah.
We stand today in the face of an uncertain future. All of you, I'm sure, are aware of what has transpired in recent weeks. Crossbell, our erstwhile province, has defiantly declared its independence. And as its parting shot, frozen the assets entrusted to them by the hard-working men and women of Erebonia. As we have moved to safeguard our national interests, armed conflicts have broken out on our borders. Our enemies point to this as an example of Erebonian aggression, but nothing could be further from the truth. We acted in accordance with our duties as a colonial power. All we have done as is our sovereign right. The Imperial hand may be firm, but it is fair. These traitors, however, have shown the world that they are neither. With an unknown weapon of mass destruction, they have annihilated Gorelia Fortress, the stronghold that has long protected the very gates of this country. I ask you, brothers and sisters of the Empire, do we allow such an odious act to go unpunished? Do we sit idle as the pride and dignity of our great nation is spat upon and trampled underfoot? We cannot, we must not, and we will not. With blood and with iron we shall mete out justice.
It's a pretty rousing speech.
Yep, gets everybody going on a bloodthirsty rampage.
Listen to him go.
Oh, he's quite the orator, that's for sure.
Well, he's certainly not out to upend my expectations.
Milliam? What are you doing?
Sarah notices. She's out of the frame.
Yeah, she is.
Nope, can't get through. No surprise there, I guess.
Who are you trying to call?
What is all this about?
Oh, it's part of my mission. The most important part, actually. If only I'd caught on a little sooner. But considering he managed to outwit Claire, Lecter, and even Gramps, I suppose Crow's earned this victory.
You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Even if you suspected something was off about him, it's just kind of out of nowhere here.
Yeah, it is.
What?
That's fair.
What does Crow have to do with this?
Huh. So that's your angle. You came because you had a potential lead on C, and you couldn't look into it from the outside. Is that it?
What?
As in the leader of the Imperial Liberation Front?
But he's dead, isn't he?
The Intelligence Division looked at all of C's actions so far and drew up a list of potential suspects. And one possibility we couldn't dismiss was that he had ties to this academy somehow. But after C and his cronies got blown up aboard their airship in the mine, we thought it was a moot point. Looks like we spoke too soon, though. I can't believe how bad we screwed this up.
Are you seriously suggesting that it's Crow? That it's been him all along?
Crow was with us in the mine right up until he went with the miners to escort them back to the surface, right?
Yeah, and then his route back ended up blocked off by a cave-in, so he wasn't able to reach us until later.
But what if he actually used another route to get there ahead of us?
Then fought us wearing that masked helmet and cape.
before making it look like he boarded the airship, then sneaking back around to join the others like nothing happened.
Madness. No one would stake their entire plan on such a precarious stunt.
Perhaps we can read the evidence that way, but there are a few leaps in logic that bother me.
Besides, remember when the terrorists escaped from Corellia Fortress? We heard C talking to us. And not just then. He was addressing us just before the airship exploded in the mine, too.
That's true, on both counts.
And Crow was with us the whole time during everything that went down in Corellia. He never left our sight.
Right. No mistaking it.
My name is C, leader of the Imperial Liberation Front. The hammer of judgment shall fall again. I'm ready. Are you?
Yeah, there's no way he could be...
He could have recorded a message in advance and played it back.
Oh.
And the airship that exploded? It could have been controlled remotely. His alibi seems airtight. But once you account for things like that, it starts looking pretty questionable.
Yep. And if C's still alive, that means the other ringleaders probably are too.
Then right now, Crow is...
Oh no.
He said he was headed to Drykel's Plaza, didn't he?
If a skilled sniper has their eye on you, you let your guard down for even a second and bang, you're dead. If he's the one who shot down the airship in the mine...
Then it's checkmate for the Chancellor. Crow's already won.
We stand at the brink of nothing less than a national crisis. In such tumultuous times, we must set aside our differences. We must look past the ideologies that divide us. I will not deny the rift that has grown between the reformist and noble factions, especially in recent times. But how childish, how insignificant such squabbles seem when the enemy marshals its strength beyond our borders. I have met with His Majesty the Emperor, and have secured permission to embark on the course we now must. Thus, in the name of the Emperor, and as the representative of the Imperial Government, I hereby proclaim...
Proclaim what?
Do tell, sir.
that the Empire's full military might shall be gathered together from all branches and divisions to deliver unto Crossbell a swift response to their impudence and to form a bulwark against the threat from the east.
Yeah.
The East Ugg?
Blah, blah, blah.
Why East Ugg?
Go finish your speech in hell.
Oh.
And that is a hole.
Well played, Armbrust.
And there is blood everywhere.
Just bleeding profusely.
This is a fair response from the citizens.
Well, that was anticlimactic. And there's our coup de grace. Now, just have to add the finishing touches.
Hands in the air!
Ah.
Claire is not fucking around.
It really was you all along. To think, all the time we spent searching for the leader of the Imperial Liberation Front, and he was right under our noses. Crow Armbrust from the Jirai SEZ.
Aw, and here I thought I'd managed to cover my tracks like a real pro. So, who put all the pieces together? I bet it was Arundel, wasn't it?
We just received confirmation a short while ago. If you hadn't been so difficult to pin down, we would have had this investigation finished up already. How could you? How could you?
You know, this really brings back the memories. It's a lot like when Jirai was annexed by the Empire 8 years ago. You let your guard down, you lose. That's how your boss's favorite little game works, isn't it? Well, he lost. And now he won't be playing any of his games again. Ever.
You! Get on the ground! I don't know how you managed to plan all of this, but you'll tell us eventually. I'll see to that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, we've just witnessed a shocking turn of events. Chancellor Osborne has been shot by an unknown assailant. He's currently being rushed into urgent care. We'll bring you more on the situation as it develops.
What is that? It's coming closer.
It looks like we may not be out of the woods yet, folks. A large silver craft has been sighted in the sky to the south, and it seems to be headed toward the capital. But hearing a radio broadcast just isn't the same as seeing it unfold yourselves, is it? So how about I give you Thor students a special treat? Just my way of saying thanks for the fun I had at the festival.
Okay. I don't remember her voice changing like mid-speaking.
Yep.
Was she speaking directly to us just now?
Resound, resound, O voice everlasting! Rend night's silent veil and reveal unto all the beautiful world!
Isn't that the plaza in Heimdall?
This is one of the Azure Abyss's incantations. Phantasmagoria!
You just spouted a whole bunch of nonsense, Emma. I'm sure we'll understand it later. Goddamn bird.
Our favorite bird. I really like this ending, by the way.
Oh, this ending is so good.
We haven't even gotten to the best part yet,
No,
but this is all
haven't.
super good.
All this build-up, pretty much everything after the festival is great. This ending is one of my favorite moments in between these two games so far. It's really good.
The Pantagruel.
Yes, there it is in all of its glory.
It's big.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, what up? We're tanks.
We're tanks, y'all. We got this.
Well,
Okay, maybe not.
not a great start.
Nope.
How about this? How are they going to stand up to this fire? Oh. Oh, it went through them. Oh. It's fine.
It's beautiful in turbo mode.
I just wanted to see what it looked like briefly. I mean, it's an ending. I'm not going to turbo mode this, but I was curious.
It is pretty funny, so...
I know, but it ain't one of ours. It's time to avenge His Excellency.
All right.
This is gonna be bad.
This is a lovely first-person perspective.
Uh-huh.
It's right in front of them. Oh.
Oh.
Not over there.
Where did it?
Oh, no.
It flanked you. Well, yeah, you don't have that kind of mobility.
No.
Tanks kind of go in two directions, forward and backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can turn, sort of.
But very slowly and kind of in a wide angle. Can't really do sharp turns.
Shoulder dodge.
Oh, no.
Just bashes this tank in, by the way.
Yeah. Smashity, smashity. Really bad day for these guys.
So these people are dead, right? They have to be dead.
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt. They are just massacred.
I won't miss them.
No, I won't either, but still not great for them.
What are those things?
Humanoid combat armors, courtesy of Reinford's 5th Development Division, staunch supporters of the Noble Alliance. Knights for the modern age, modeled after a stunning historical example and made of hardened steel from toe to crown. We call them the Panzer Soldats.
But how did... Don't move!
Sorry, I don't take orders from you. Zephyr should be able to secure Valflame Palace just fine on their own. But I've got my own score to settle.
No! What?
See ya, Icy Maiden.
On the one hand, she probably could have shot him still.
She probably could have.
On the other hand, he probably could have just killed her right now.
Yeah, he probably could have. Just, like, punched her.
On the other hand, from what we learn later about Soldats, it's funny that he jumped when he could have just kind of teleported in.
Man,
That's true.
huh?
It is kind of funny, actually.
I'll give him an A for effort. But we're talking about the Imperial capital here? Is that the best they could muster on their home turf?
The hard part's still ahead. Most of the Imperial army's putting out fires across the country. But they'll be back soon enough. And who knows? They might have some anti-Soldats countermeasures up their sleeves.
Hey, anything can happen. Guess the ones to watch out for are the 3rd, 4th, and 7th Armored Divisions, huh?
Hello.
I am here.
I wonder whose side our little princess will take.
That's for Fee to decide. The boss wanted that.
We'll address that in the second game.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Vita's having a lovely time.
Just singing her heart out.
I just love this rooftop so much.
Splendidly done, Grianos.
Clotilda of the Abyss.
I see you were
That's
able to
interesting.
share the sweetest notes of my aria with our little friends.
Okay.
I find myself reminded afresh of the brilliance with which you shine as the second Anguis, Lady Vida Clotilde. Vast is the stage, and beauty is the performance of the Azure Abyss.
That's quite the compliment, considering your standards on beauty. Still, first the Burl, then Crossbell, and now here in Erebonia. Don't you think you're getting a little too greedy for your own good?
Your chastisement cuts deep. We'll be proceeding with the next step of the Phantasmal Blaze plan, I presume?
I didn't realize I talked about
Yes,
that in this
indeed.
game.
Yep.
Okay, that's good.
The bells are tolling for Crossbell, and preparations here are complete. Still, even this grand an undertaking is but a jewel in a greater crown. The second stage of the Orpheus final plan.
What
the
now?
symphony awaits us. Let the second movement commence.
I don't think I know what... Do we know what that is? That doesn't sound familiar. Vita, why do you say things?
It's the overarching thing.
I guess, yeah. Maybe that'll be addressed in 3?
Bye.
Okay,
so
never
let's
mind.
digest what we just saw.
Is this really happening?
It is. I'm certain of it. Phantasmagoria is an arcane art known to the Witch of the Abyss, capable of showing scenes and visions across great distances. The woman you know as Misty is something of a sister of mine.
Wait, the Witch of the Abyss?
Are you saying that's who Misty really is?
I feel like any moment I'm going to wake up in my bed to find I just dreamt all this.
If only it was. But we have no choice but to accept that it's real.
Well, we'll have plenty of time to worry about that later. Right now, we've got 2 more pressing concerns. The Chancellor's been shot, and Heimdall's been occupied.
Oh no. I hope my father's alright.
Damn. Please, let Saint Estrella be safe.
That gargantuan airship. Those Panzer Soldats. I have no doubts that they were bankrolled and manufactured by the noble faction.
I saw them there. My old family. All this time I never knew what happened to them. And now there they are.
Fee.
So you know those men? I remember meeting them briefly in the Grail.
They're former members of Zephyr. Used to be one of the continent's strongest Jaeger Corps. It looks like the Noble faction hired them to do their dirty work, just like the Imperial Liberation Front. On top of that...
It looks like our guess about C's identity was right on the money. But I don't know what that cool blue thing was he flew off in.
Crow, why did you do it?
On behalf of the Student Council, I'd like to ask all of you to remain calm. I'm sure you all experienced that strange vision during the broadcast, and the principal has an announcement he'd like to make about it.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Principal Van Dyke speaking. I'm sorry to say there's a strong likelihood that what you just saw is really happening in Heimdall. However, it's important to note that we don't yet have confirmation or any official word on the situation. I'm doing all I can to find out what's going on, but in the meantime, I ask for your patience and understanding.
So all the other classes saw it too.
How could she use a national radio broadcast to show something to just us and no one else? Is that even possible?
For her, it is, with little difficulty at that.
Yo, Sarah here. Who's... Neidhart? An emergency meeting. Right away?
What?
Of course. I'll be right there. Yeah, understood. I'll meet you in front of the main gate. All right, class. I've got to step out for a bit to take care of some business. But no matter what happens, you are not to leave this building. Is that clear?
Wait, you didn't wait to say if we all, like, agreed or whatever?
Yeah. I like no-nonsense Sarah, though.
What's going on?
I dick around when things aren't important. When it's important, yeah, no.
I'm out. Bye.
Not sure, but it's obvious something strange is happening.
Can this day even get stranger than it already is?
What's wrong, guys?
I hear something to the west, and it's getting closer.
Several armored cars are approaching, and it sounds like they have some of those armored suits with them.
You've got to be kidding.
First Heimdall, now Trista? Are they planning on taking over the academy? Sure looks that way. Notable members from both factions have kids enrolled here, and there are plenty of important people like the principal. So either they're looking to preemptively protect their own or take the others hostage. Could be either, even both.
This is absurd.
Whatever their intentions, we can't allow them to harm innocent people.
Do you think that's where the instructors went? To try and fight them off?
Those giant armors tore through the army's tanks like they were nothing more than toys. Our instructors are strong, but with what they're up against, I'm worried they might not be enough. I'm not sure how much help we'd be, or if we'll even be able to put a dent in them. But right now, they need all the support they can get. They need Class 7.
I'm with you.
You have my sword.
I didn't really wake up today planning to fight enemies that can gut a tank.
None of us did. But this battle came to us, so we'll draw the line here.
I'll do everything I can to defend this school and its students.
I take no issue with humbling those that befoul the spirit of true nobility.
Guess I'll help too. I wonder how Lamy will match up against those giants.
We haven't got a lot of time, so let's move out.
All right, let's do this.
Lisa?
Start beating them up.
Traitors!
Why are you all so flustered? What's going on?
I've also never
Paris?
heard her speak
You're still
before.
here?
Weird.
What in Adios' name is going on here? I saw the instructors leaving the academy through the front gate.
Oh, they already left?
Patrick, you have to stay here. You can't let them take over this building. Work with the other students as best you can.
Schwarzer?
What are they?
There's no time.
Can't talk. Gotta go beat up robots.
What in Adios' name is going on? I heard a war started in Heimdall.
Don't worry, everyone. You'll be safe here.
We'll show you to the auditorium. You can bunker down there.
And then just walk in. Take your sweet, sweet time, folks.
Toa, George!
Rean!
What are you doing here?
You aren't...
You're not planning on going to help the instructors, are you?
That's exactly what we're planning.
I'd bring shame to the Arcade name if I were to willingly allow such insolence and dishonor to fester.
We're not gonna push our luck, but we want to give them every little bit of support we can.
You can't be serious.
If that video's anything to go by, you'd be going up against some seriously dangerous weapons. The chances of you overcoming a force like that is... Well, I don't even want to say. Are you really sure this is what you want to do?
We are. This academy has given us a lot. We've made friends here, learned to better ourselves. And we'll be damned if we're going to let them just take that away.
You guys...
Oh boy. The instructors told me not to let you pass if you tried to come through here.
They knew that we would try.
All right. As student council president, I hereby grant you permission to head through. But don't forget, you're still students. This may be a military academy, but that doesn't mean you're soldiers. If you ever feel like your lives are in danger, even a little bit, you get out of there, okay? Run away, surrender. I don't care what you do, just please don't die out there. Promise me.
Of course.
We promise.
At least make sure you've got everything you need before you go then. I've got my tools on me, so if you guys need any last-minute modifications to your Arceus units, I'll take care of it.
All right, and we're going to switch just in time for Crazy Violin.
Yes.
Well, some of our party members have fallen behind.
Yeah. Just a little bit. It's also funny that he's still, like, on the list.
1.
I'm like, well, just great. Just,
2.
like, don't even have him on the list. Win, bro. That's my vote.
I think we're going to stick to the plan.
Yay! The whole gang is here.
I mean, he's going to be in the support group no matter what. It's just... I want Elise's Shining and CP regeneration. The one thing we have not done is equip that shiny item that we got.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool item.
So,
Yeah, it's really good.
yeah. Like, yeah, we lose a little bit of evasion out of this. And I guess the 5 speed. But, I mean...
I mean...
It prevents everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you can't be affected by anything.
Yeah.
And we still have this. Now, that opens up Evergreen for somebody who needs strength. Unfortunately, that's kind of you. So better than strength plus 50, I guess. Because we could just give her, oh god, what the hell was it called?
Oh,
Evergreen.
God. Evergreen.
So she loses some strength out of this, but I like it.
It's pretty good.
And beyond that, we have a little less CP than I'd like, which is to say, virtually none.
Yeah.
We'll toss a save here real quick.
Just in
because.
case. Never know.
Yeah, they were friends.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we're learning about this?
Nothing else to do. You know what we'll do just because we can?
Exchange all of our Sepith.
At least this. I mean, this is just
Oh.
asking to be exchanged. So we're more rich as we go to the final battle.
Yes.
The actual final battle.
Yes.
Could buy some master quartzes. Or we could just go and get this over with.
Let's get this over with, y'all.
Do I just walk out now? Is that it?
Are we supposed to talk to Toa? Oh. Let me out.
What's up, guys?
Hi, guys.
This is everybody who's not going. Just those three and a cat.
Cat. No, she does not.
Vita. It's nothing. So it wasn't leave. It's not talk. How? What? There we go.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Danger's greater than anything we've faced just beyond the river bend.
Leave. We got this. Also, like, that wooden gate is not going to keep anyone out, by the way.
It's just a little speculation from me, but looking at their design, you should aim for their joints. Take them apart at their weakest points and you might have a chance.
I see. Then let's pray our aim is true.
Oh, God.
I know I'm repeating myself at this.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, come on now.
So do wait, not just for.
Nope, sorry, Toa.
Right, we don't care anymore. You've already repeated yourself. If you're not going to add anything new, just stop talking.
Okay, the gate just smushed her. That's
I
the
know,
sound.
I'd be happy.
It's
I
time.
love this song.
They sure didn't waste any time.
It seems the battle's already underway.
There, toward the west exit.
Let's move.
The cat is coming with us, and that's important.
It is important.
It doesn't seem important.
No, it sure doesn't, but it is.
Impossible! Are you even human?
Oh, I'm as human as they come. Can't speak for the principal, though. Or Instructor Beatrix, for that matter.
I'll say, our decorated veterans are putting the younger generation to shame.
Now, there's no need to go around flattering old ladies, Nightheart.
No need to be so modest, Beatrix. I don't know of any other old ladies who could reduce an armored car to a smoldering wreck that quickly.
Says the man who cut one in half.
Always nice to share a little outing with my wonderful colleagues.
And while we're at it, since when were the two of you such whizzes with all those high-level arts?
Especially you, Thomas. When did you leave the library long enough to become so disturbingly proficient with an orbital staff?
Well, you know me. I've always been rather taken with the mages of the Middle Ages.
Oh, that is an interesting comment.
They're monsters!
Sir, we don't stand a chance against them.
Stop your whining!
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
Oh, they didn't need our help. Let's go back.
Okay, time to go. Hopefully they don't see us just standing here.
They did this? By themselves?
I almost feel sorry for the soldiers.
Just who is Instructor Beatrix?
She was a colonel in the Imperial Army. They used to call her the Reviver. Heard she saved Sarah's life once even.
Yeah, she's kind of a legend. In her days with the medical corps, she'd show up in war zones to treat the critically injured. She'd patch them all up, friend or foe. And woe to anyone or anything who tried to stop her.
Wow, no wonder she's so unflappable.
You know, maybe they don't need our help after all.
No, it's not over yet.
Looks like they've got some reinforcements coming in.
Cease your fire. There's no need to increase our casualties any further. If they're fielding monsters, we might as well call in our own.
Here they come.
Oh God, what's up?
My, they've certainly brought quite a few of those.
They're boasting some impressive armor.
Looks like they've been designed with integrated arts resistance, too.
What to do?
You think we can really beat all these things?
Well, I don't see another way out of this. Do you? We need to hold this location until the Imperial Army's reinforcements arrive, no matter what.
Time to see if the Army's finest up-and-coming officer has it where it counts.
Same to you, Miss A-Rank Racer.
My! You two really do make quite the dynamic duo.
Shut up, Thomas.
Quiet nerd.
All right. Palestine and Nightheart are taking point. Let's give them some cover.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's see which parts have that arts resistant shit.